And that annoys me. I just did that whole video and I don't even think it worked. So, I was in the kitchen. There's no reason for this water to be coming down. There's not been any rain. But outside, there's a weird pattern of wetness that doesn't match any kind of weather. I'm going to put my shoes on and go back out there and do this again. So it's completely dry. It wasn't dripping. The reason it's dripping like that is because I poked a hole in the roof on accident because I milked it earlier. So it's been dry for a while now. You can see that it's dry out there. You can see that that wood's dry on the surface. You can see that it's dry in a pattern here. So it goes like, oh, we got walkers too. Let's see. Yeah. So it's dry. It's dry out there on the corner. It's dry over here. It's dry under the chair. It's pretty much still dry even in patches here, but you got this weird area. Oh, it's dry on that part of the step, see? But like this, whoosh. And that thing that hasn't been dripping is out in the kitchen, and it dripped enough to cause the dog to growl. Wasn't dripping at all. Still isn't running down the window. So who knows, maybe accidentally poking a hole is a good idea. However, on another video, I talked about how I got woke up one night when I was asleep, and it was like bar closing time or whatever, and someone who I think I know who it was came and pushed on my bedroom area of the trailer from one side and woke me up by shaking me, and my water tank was sloshing back and forth, and then went around to the other side of my bedroom and pushed me from that side. Doesn't take much to push. Flimsy ass trailer that's been knocked on its, it's just like, ouch, picking on a little kid. Oh, there goes Tool Lady. Goodbye, Tool. So yeah, it's creepy. But like the sun is even out a little bit. Birds are flying around. So there's absolutely, I'm sure it's actually the creepy neighbors in back with their hose. Them or their disgusting brother, alleged brother, that went to prison for allegedly getting framed for raping a girl that raped him. Like, that's the story. I was like, that's lovely. Fucking wonderful. So, yeah. Spun me this big side. I don't even know how that would be possible, but apparently it is. But he got sent to prison. The woman did not get sent to prison, so he's saying that a woman raped him and he somehow got sent to prison for it. So, yeah. And then Butt Boy also connects into that. And besides which, I think that the big company here designs the prison hardware. The engineers designed for the private prisons. I think they designed like the plumbing stuff, like the toilet stuff and the sink stuff. So that's our bigwig. But I'm not positive, but I think that is the spinoff. So that would mean that there's probably a lot of people in these communities that are invested into the private prison system as an investment. And I'm not knocking being in prison, except for that I know that the law and the legal system and the so-called justice system is warped and twisted and bent in ways to make sure that the right people get into prison so that they can be used and owe money into the system so that the right people can use them as their private militia gang via the district court system. And then there's that whole handyman, take it apart, monkey wrench gang scene going on. So definitely my house gets monkey wrenched. But yeah, there wasn't any, and I kind of expected this to happen because this does happen. Things will leak in weird ass ways, and leaks that should be happening are not happening right now because they're busy. So I'm not even, yeah. Yep. Who knows? But that's what's going on. I was kind of expecting this kind of anomalous phenomenon where the weather has not quite caught up with the situation. Like, obviously, this is a situation that could happen, will happen, when it rains a lot. But outside, the weather has not quite caught up to the idea that it's going to rain a lot and cause this to happen. So this is happening prior to a lot of rain getting out there. And that was expected. So that's why we took the photo earlier. But see the blue water? It's going to look cooler too when I don't have so much blue in there. I just got freaked out, and actually I wasn't measuring. I wasn't looking. I was paying attention to something else, and all of a sudden I had squeezed in a whole bunch of blue.